welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then I hope that you will enjoy and will stick around. Today I will teach you how you can crochet this super cute and simple ear warmer or headband with this wrapped part in front, and besides teaching you how you can crochet this, I will also teach you this very beautiful herringbone stitch. So basically today's video is 2-in-1, and I hope that all of us will learn something new. And as always, I have made sure that this video is as beginner friendly as possible, but if you feel like I'm going too fast or too slow, then just feel free to adjust the speed of the video. And if you have any questions, then just feel free to reach out in the comment section below. But now without further ado, let's jump into it. Here are the materials that I will be using. Here I have some medium weight yarn, and in total we won't need more than 50 grams, but of course it depends on the size that you will be creating. And of course we will also need a crochet hook. For this project I will be using 5mm hook, and we will also need scissors as well as a darning needle. But now let's get started. To begin, I'm just grabbing my yarn like this, and first we will have to do a slip knot, and for that I normally just twist the yarn like this to create a cross shape, and then with my fingers I just grab yarn and pull it through this loop to create a knot and a loop here, and then we just grab our crochet hook and just adjust the size of this loop so it actually fits. And now we have created a slip knot as well as we have a loop on our hook, and now the next step is to do some chains, and in total I will be doing 16 chains, but if you wish you can do a different amount of chains, and it will basically determine the width of your headband. And to do a chain you just have to yarn over and then pull the yarn through the loop that you have on your hook like this. So just continue doing this until you have 16 chains in total. And now here I have done all 16 chains, and we can begin on the first row. And to get started we just have to skip the first chain, and then starting from the next one, this is where we will place in our first stitch. And throughout this project we will be doing herringbone single crochets, but if you wish you can use whatever stitch you prefer and perhaps just go with regular single crochets. But to begin, in the first chain we just have to do a regular single crochet, and for that I just go through this chain, then grab yarn and pull it through to have 2 loops on my hook, and then I just yarn over and go through both like this. So this is one single crochet, and now that we have created it, you can actually see that there is a loop here, and we also have a loop here. So actually now, starting from the next stitch, we will be doing these herringbone single crochets, and for that we will actually first have to go through this second loop that we have here. So I'm just going through there like this, then I'm going through the next chain that I have like that, and then I'm grabbing yarn and pulling it up to have 3 loops technically on our hook, and then I'm just yarning over and going through all 3 loops like this. So now we have done our first herringbone single crochet, and you can see that in this case here we actually have 3 loops in total, so 1, 2 and 3 here. And now to continue with the next stitch we just have to go through this third loop that we have from the stitch that we just did, and then we are going through the chain just as before, and then grabbing yarn and pulling it up to have 3 loops on our hook like this, and then again yarning over and pulling through all 3 like that. So here we have done 3 stitches in total, and 2 of them are herringbone stitches. But now let's just do one more together. So going through this third loop, then we have the chain, then grabbing yarn and pulling up to have 3 loops, yarning over and going through all 3 of them like this. So this is basically the process that we have to keep on repeating throughout this first row until we have done stitches inside all the chains that we have here. And here I have just completed the first row, and this is how it looks, and in total we have 15 stitches. And with this herringbone stitch that we are progressing further, we just always have to note that this is our front side and this will be our back side. So now we are proceeding further with the second row, and for that we first just have to chain one like this. And now we are turning our work and we are basically facing the back side. So what that means is that for this second row, when we will be doing stitches, we will be doing them through the front side basically, so backwards from here where we are going. And while we will be doing them, we will also make sure that our yarn, that it is above the stitches that we are doing. So starting from the first stitch that we are doing here, we are just going here from the front side, we are going through this stitch, and then we are also actually going through this bottom thread that we have here like that. And then I'm grabbing yarn and pulling it through, and then just pulling it through and also twisting my hook so we get a comfortable loop and grip, and also making this loop a little bit longer like that. And then just yarning over and pulling through both pieces like that. So this was our first stitch. And then for the next one, similar as before, we just have to go through this loop that we just made from this stitch, then also through the stitch from the back side like that, so going underneath, and also underneath this thread that we have from just below the stitch. So basically through these three pieces of yarn, then we are yarning over and going through like this, and then pulling up a loop to have 3 loops on our hook, and then yarning over and pulling through all 3 of them like this. So hopefully this isn't too complicated, but let's just do it one more time together. So here we also have this loop that we just did from this stitch, so going through there, then going through this next stitch from the front side like that, and also underneath this piece of thread like this, then grabbing yarn and pulling it through and twisting our hook in the process, and making sure that this loop is comfortable in the length, and then yarning over and going through all 3 like this. So here you can see that in this front side we are creating these like diagonal threads like that, and that is what we want to make. So let's do another one together. So going through this piece of yarn, then going through the stitch from the front side and also underneath this piece, then grabbing yarn and pulling it through and pulling it up, yarning over and going through all 3 like this. So here we have few done already, and this is how it's looking from the front side. So this is basically the process that we have to keep on repeating throughout this second row. And now also here the second row is completed, and we can proceed with the third one. So first I'm just chaining one and turning my work, and now we are facing front side, and here you can see the pattern that we have basically built with this second row. And now for the third one, we are again repeating the same steps or the same process that we had for the first row, and we are starting this row with the regular single crochet, so just going through the first stitch and doing a single crochet in there, and then starting from the next one we are going through this second loop and then going through the stitch and completing a stitch like that. And that is again the same process for all the stitches that we have throughout this row. So just keep on doing that until you reach the end of this row. And now also the third row is completed, and again we are doing the fourth one, which is the same as the second one, and we just have to remember that the process for this one is a little bit complicated. So we are always doing our stitches from the front side and keeping our yarn up. So I'm just going inside this first stitch and underneath here, and then grabbing yarn, pulling it through like this. And then starting from the second stitch, we also have to go through this piece of yarn here, and then underneath like this, the stitch and also that piece, and completing it like that. And again, you just have to keep on repeating this throughout the end of this row. And this is how it looks once we have 4 rows in total. So now just keep on repeating this first and second row to build length, and add as many rows as it's needed until this band actually wraps around your head. And here I have done 70 rows in total, so it fits around my head. And now that this is done, we can actually fasten off. And for that, here at the end of this row, I'm just chaining one and then making this loop quite longer, because we will use this end to also sew these 2 parts together. So here I'm just making sure that this is quite long and just extending it approximately for 30 centimeters. And then I'm just grabbing my scissors and cutting off yarn. And then as it's cut off, we can tighten it in a secure knot here by pulling this loose end. And then once this is done, I will just put darning needle on this thread by looping it through like this. And then we can proceed further with actually connecting these two sides together. And for that, we basically just have to make sure that these, the first and the last row is basically facing this way with the front side facing inwards. And then these two parts, we are just shifting away, so it's kind of like halfway through. And then we are folding this part just around it, and then this end is folded upwards here like this. And here I have my darning needle, and basically we will be going through these stitches like this to connect them together. So here I'm just starting with this first stitch from this side at the bottom, then going through the next one here, and then also here where we fastened off, and then another stitch here on this side, and then just looping this yarn through and proceeding further with the following stitches that we have, and also sewing these together like this. So the process is very simple, and just keep on doing that with all the stitches that you have here until all of them are sewed together. And if you wish, you can go over this part multiple times, and once you are done, we can just fasten off and make a secure knot. So for that, I'm just doing kind of like a knot like this and going through this loop multiple times to close it securely like that. So now this part is actually finalized, and then you can also weave in this loose end just by going through these stitches here in the back side. So just do that until it's completely hidden, and then once that's completed, we are basically done, and we can turn this ear warmer on the front side, and this is how it looks. So that is basically it, and I truly hope that you enjoyed learning this herringbone stitch or also this ear warmer. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you're welcome to use whatever stitch you prefer or whatever is the easiest option for you, so just feel free to experiment around. And if you do manage to recreate this headband or stitch, then just feel free to tag me in your projects. I'm always super happy to see what you are creating. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give me a big thumbs up, and if you wish to support my channel even further, then please consider joining my membership here on YouTube. And if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!